Hey, good morning. This is where I woke up today in Puerto Vallarta. I had a bunch of questions leading up to my trip about how I would camp in Mexico, what it was like. I guess you could consider this Ask Me Anything about Mexico, I know, or about camping in Mexico. I know it's not a true Ask Me Anything because it's not live, but you can jump down in the comments and ask me any questions that might pop up, come to mind. When my friends and family asked me where I was going to camp, what I was going to do if I couldn't find a camping spot, I told them that I would either find a restaurant or a small business that had a little spot in the back, and just politely ask, maybe eat dinner there, offer them a little bit of money to stay behind their business. I told my parents as a last-ditch effort I would go to a church with a courtyard or beg the priest to let me throw my sleeping bag on the floor of the chapel or any open space. I haven't had to resort to that. I also had friends ask me, well, what is camping like in Mexico? Is it like in the States where they have state parks or national parks and it's ran by the government? Well, like a few things, not all things here in Mexico, there are no real regulations on camping. If you want to camp on the open beach and nobody's trying to charge you anything for it or run you off, well, feel free, go ahead. Which I've done a couple of times. Playa Ligui, I did that. Also, I can't remember the other places, like one or two other places. But also you come across campgrounds that are ran by individuals. And this is more like an RV park. Well, it is an RV park. But to me, it looks very similar to state park camping because it's got a place for you to pitch a tent. They gave us, there's a spot for parking your vehicle. You can see it behind me. As well as there's electrical and water hookups back there. So just like a state park. In the States, that's what I did. I stayed at state parks. Monahans Sandhills State Park, as well as Franklin Mountains State Park in El Paso. But I just knew that it had been done, it could be done. So I came down with a very flexible mindset. One of my cycling mentors says that it's not enough to be flexible. Flexible is too rigid, that you have to be fluid. Or as the Grandmaster Bruce Lee said, be like water. So that's been the trick this whole time. If you guys have any questions about how it's going, what it's like, I did have wildlife in my tent last night. You might say this isn't camping, but I had wildlife in my tent last night. I don't know what it was. I see evidence in other places. Something with a little paw was walking around my campsite. I had tacos last night, left them in my tent, went to go take a shower, and when I got back, something had opened up my tacos. So this isn't glamping by any means, but it's going great. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and pictures. We'll talk to you soon.